As someone who works around high-end and exotic cars all day long, it's very hard for me to get excited about cars anymore. I remember when I was 13 years old, I saw my first Audi R8 for the first time, and I was so excited. I whipped out my camera. I probably took about 100 different photos. It was just chilling in a parking lot. It was a gray Audi R8 V10 Spider. To me, nowadays, that's a pretty normal car. So to say I'm numb to cars would be an understatement. That's why I am here today. This has to be the craziest car collection I've ever seen in a dealership. And I'm very excited to show you guys around. There's one-of-one cars here. There's super clean cars. There's cars I've never even seen in person before. Guys, welcome to Driving Motions. What is up, guys? Listen, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not a big Tesla person. However, this is the Cybertruck and it might be really overhyped, but kind of cool. Let me show you around. So I want to start off with the look of this Cybertruck because it's unlike anything else I've ever seen on the road. You have all these triangle shapes and it's made of, stainless steel. Kind of like your refrigerator in your house. It's scratch proof, dent proof, and apparently bulletproof, which is kind of crazy. However, don't leave your handprint anywhere because that happens. Yeah, that's kind of the downfall. And there's a bunch of people already who have wrapped these cars because they can't stand all the fingerprint marks. Honestly, it's a pretty cool looking car. There are some pretty sharp edges because of it, which, I mean, how often are you really going up and touching someone's car? But it is a very interesting style exercise and really cool design. I dig it. While I've been filming here, there's been about like 5 different people who have stopped and pulled up and freaked out over the car. So this car definitely gets more attention than any supercar, exotic, anything I've ever driven, and I could see why. This car also has the largest windshield ever put on a car and the largest single windshield wiper put on a car as well, which is pretty cool to think about. However, if I need a new windshield wiper, I am sure AutoZone does not carry it. Speaking of windows, these windows are actually bullet resistant as well. And Elon Musk actually threw a rock at this thing and it did not break. And that Easter egg is shown on the screen here when you triple click the glass. This one as well. Which I think is a great sense of humor. Now, to get into the car, you'll realize there are no door handles. Simply, you click this button right here and the door pops out just enough for you to stick your hand in there and open it up. You're also greeted by the word Cybertruck that is welded onto your door sill. You close the door just like any other car, and then you realize this thing is long. This might be the longest windshield put on a car, and I'm so glad that you have these little windows here because honestly, I can't see shit. Now, this steering wheel is actually shaped in a square, and what's really cool about it, it's steered by wire, so this is all the way turned. Yeah, that's all you need to turn the wheel to make a full right turn. Now, you'll also notice that this might be the smallest rear view mirror ever put on a car. It's about yay big, and you can't even see anything out of it. That's because there's a tonneau cover covering the rear bed, and it blocks the whole rear view window. So, to open it up, you click this button on the screen right here, and slowly but surely, that tonneau cover opens up, and now you have the smallest rear windshield ever put on a car. So, yeah, I guess this is kind of useless. You could kind of see out the back. I really wish they would put a camera. Tesla is amazing when it comes to cameras. Why'd they put this stinky little windshield? I don't know. This is kind of annoying. Your key to this car is also very interesting. If you've ever driven a Tesla, this is your key. It's basically a credit card, and to activate it, you put it right here, put your foot on the brake, and you'll notice that your gear selectors are actually up here. You have park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Or if you don't feel like doing that, you just swipe this guy up to go forward, back for reverse, and tap to park. This car has really no buttons except for your steering wheel controls, so if you want to operate the car, you have to do it through this touchscreen. It is extremely responsive, it's very crisp, it's just like an iPad, maybe even better. I really love this animation, and you could pretty much control everything. You could open the tailgate, you could select a ride height. I mean, this is a really good graphics display. However, if this ever dies, then you're kind of screwed. Now, one cool thing I really do like about this car is these doors open 90 degrees. So if you have very big friends or you need to get stuff in and out of the back, this is extremely convenient. I don't know why every car manufacturer does not do this. However, again, with that metal, this is kind of sharp. But once you're in the back seat, it's actually not that bad. You have this awesome panoramic roof. I have this really cool display that kind of controls my climate and even the seats. It's not a terrible place to be, honestly. This back seat is pretty roomy, lots of headroom, and just a nice place to be. Now, the real question that I've been wondering the whole time while being around the Cybertruck is this car a real pickup truck or is it just a meme? And honestly, this right here kind of changes my mind. Size-wise, this is about as long as a Ford F-150 Lightning, but the real question is the bed. So I click this button right here, and the tailgate opens up, nice and powered. However, I also have this tonneau cover right here. I could open it up. It's powered as well, and you have a really large tailgate that has some really cool features. You get outlets, storage under here that also doubles as a cooler with a drain plug, a bottle opener, and the best part, in my opinion, about this bed, the tonneau cover holds up to 300 pounds. Now that is very cool. Then when you're done, you just climb off, close the bed, and you have a very usable truck. However, if you're worried about using your Cybertruck for truck things, don't worry, because this car tows up to 11,000 pounds and makes 845 horsepower. Plus, this car comes standard with rear wheel steering, meaning it's very easy to maneuver around parking lots and backing up trailers. Check this out. But I have to say, the most interesting thing about driving a Cybertruck is all the attention you get. People have been coming up to me all day long, just stopping me and asking questions. I don't remember the last time I got this much attention driving any car ever. And I drive supercars and sports cars and cool cars all day, but nothing has ever gotten this much attention than the Cybertruck. It's wild. So if you don't like attention, you probably shouldn't buy this car. But if you like the attention and you want to be a little bit different than everyone else, Cybertruck is pretty cool. This place is huge, so stick around. We have not one, but two matching Aventadors. We have a Murcielago over here. One of my favorite Ferraris ever created. This is the 430 Scuderia. We have a Ford GT, an SF90, one of the fastest Ferraris ever produced, Aston Martin Superleggera. However, it's finished in this beautiful red paint with the two-tone seats, red piping, and it's a convertible. Never seen one of these before. We have a manual 550 Ferrari, one of the most understated cars in this collection. We also have a Lamborghini Huracan STO, very cool color combination. And if you know anything about cars, the SL65 Black Series. Oh my God. We have another Aston Martin back here, a Viper, very cool car as well. But my favorite stuff is over there. So these two have to be the cleanest 360 Spiders I think I've ever seen in my life. It looks like they've never even been driven. But right behind it, we have a 599 matching pairs in both automatic and manual. And if you're a Mercedes guy like me, you have the AMG GT, but so excited to see one of these, the SLS Blackwing. But hold on, there's more. There are two of them here. So cool. This is actually the GT version. Red interior on that one, black interior on that one. I would give anything to have this car right here. They also have a Corvette ZR1, which might be one of the most underrated Corvettes ever produced, and you rarely see them. There's a 458 Italia over here, another 4GT in the classic color, a Shelby GT350R with those deep dish wheels. We have another Shelby classic Corvette, the original Dodge Viper, a 65 Mustang with the right color combination, a beautiful Corvette back here, another Corvette here. However, if you like one-of-one cars, check this out. This is an ice blue Aston Martin. Check out the flake in that. When this car is in the sunlight, it really pops. But my favorite part about this car right here is the interior. It's got the blue and white interior with the blue headlining in leather as well. This is such a beautiful spec car, and honestly, it does not get the respect that it deserves. There's also this paint to sample Oslo Blue 911 Turbo S with Sounder Wirch interior, meaning that they have this quilted in the middle, the blue stitching all around, the Alcantara, and the carbon fiber mirror caps. As a Porsche enthusiast myself, this car stands out in my mind and honestly is beautifully spec'd. Making our way around, there's a couple Bentleys, there's a beautiful V12 Jaguar E-Type, the brand new Tesla Cybertruck, and my personal favorite, the one-of-one Viola Parsife Range Rover Sport SVR. A little backstory behind this car right here. When I worked for the dealerships at Land Rover Princeton, I was building my brand, I was building their page, and we had the rare opportunity to build 8 one-of-one cars in colors that have never been painted on a Range Rover before. And we got inspired by all these car brands. We chose about 12 different colors and then narrowed it down. This car right here was one of my personal choices when we were choosing the colors, and it is the Viola Parsife from Lamborghini. As you can see, it's got that beautiful Viola Parsife paint. It's got the exposed carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber all over the place. It's got the 22-inch wheels with the black brake calipers, carbon fiber mirror caps, and of course, because this car was a one-of-one, it's got the badge right here, Princeton 1-of-1. It was built by the SV Bespoke program, and this was the first time that they ever did a bunch of one-of-one colors. So you will never see another Range Rover Sport SVR painted in this color ever again, except for this car right here. So there it is, guys. One of the craziest car collections I have seen in a very long time. I want to know, what is your favorite car that you saw on this video today? Me personally, I think is that one-of-one car. I haven't seen that car in so long, and I helped build the car, so it was so cool seeing that. I love the 4GT, I love the Aston Martin, I love that Sounder Wirch Porsche 911 Turbo S, but I want to know, what's your favorite car? If you want to see more videos from this dealership right here, I have a video that just came live on the channel, and you know exactly where to click. I'll see you there. I have accumulated over 238 million views for myself and my clients, just like these guys, and I'm giving away all my secrets step by step to exactly how I did it to the first 20 people who hit the link in the description. So if you want to make some money and go get some views, you know where to click.